Hello, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Lee? Talk I am, so I'm not interrupting the FarmSim Guy just yet. How are we all? Good morning, welcome along. Started a little bit early. We are counting down to the Farmcon stream in 2 minutes. We're going to be joined by the FarmSim Guy and watch it together, have a little bit of a chat about any announcements and just have a bit of fun. So welcome along. Nice to see you, Farmer Boy, Scott, Mark. Hello. Hopefully my internet's going to handle me playing a stream at the same time and restreaming that. See how we go. Could be interesting. But if you do want to watch it and hear from us both, bring up FSG's stream as well and join him and have both streams running, mute one and listen on the other. Welcome along. Nice to see you, Crofter. How you doing, buddy? Good to have you here. So I'm just going to unmute the stream, just double check that we can hear their music playing. Looks like we can. That is all good to go. So what is everyone looking forward to? Be intrigued. Get your impression. Obviously we've already had a spoiler there somewhere, so here we go. Let's see if we can get the FarmSim Guy in here, like he has gone live. And our streams are relatively in sync, I hope. Early here at 6 AM in New Zealand. Good to get up nice and early for this. That's alright, we don't mind. There goes my internet though. Come on, Elon. Sort it out. So I've obviously already know what one of the announcements I think is going to be. Seen that leaked, but let's plug in. Let's just quickly give the FSG a call. Come in, FSG, are you there?
Hello, Args. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Nice to hear you. Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah,
not too bad.
A little bit of an impromptu stream from us, or to do it together.
It is indeed. But it'll be interesting to see what's coming now.
Will be. Alright, I'm going to turn my push to talk off. Yeah.
Alright.
And welcome to Farmcon 22. We finally made it. We are here at the John Deere Forum. My name
The
is
volume on
Andre,
their mics is
Elizabeth,
poor.
with me.
It is pretty low, isn't it?
Terminator.
And
I'm Chucky.
yes,
Hello.
we are the community team, and we will guide you.
Yeah, it's
through
pretty low,
Farmcon,
isn't it?
Not only today, but also on Saturday when we stream the
It
entire
is.
event. But for now, this is the kickoff. That
Getting an
means
echo
we
on
wanna
you,
show
Alex.
what
Why
we
am I
have in
getting an
stock
echo on you?
Saturday, so we'll get a tiny glimpse of everything that's
I'm
on
not
Saturday.
sure.
Of
Have you got
course,
my
if
stream
you are
playing in the
Germany,
background or
and
something?
if you have the chance to come to Mannheim and see us live at FarmCon,
No, I
you
don't
will
think
get
so.
way more detail. You will have the chance to talk to our developers. You'll be able to watch the presentations live, and you're gonna see the entire glory of what we.
We've lost them completely.
Yeah, I was going to say, is Lars's audio gone completely?
Yes. So, do we want to start?
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah, we got
I
it.
want to show
Oh, that's a bit better. Right.
people already know. So
Yeah,
let's go.
Some things might have been in interest.
This is like an FSG stream.
We should start with something that we announced last week, right? Because this is probably the big thing to talk about, or one of the big things to talk about this weekend, and that is Volvo coming to the game,
Oh, yeah.
coming to Farming Simulator, and well, an entire new map with it,
Yeah.
a lot of new vehicles, and many really cool things that
Yeah.
we are going to show off, of course, during FarmCon. And
Right.
again, we won't show them all today. But I think just to kick off FarmCon, we should go back to where it all started and show the Volvo trailer again for those guys out there who have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Let's do it.
For everyone.
Give this fun game of change the volume between their pre-recorded segments and their voice.
Okay, wie schlecht war's?
And they're not muted themselves either.
Okay, wir starten dann gleich nochmal.
Oh dear.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna just introduce ourselves. Well, I'm not saying we are nervous. All I'm saying is we too didn't activate our microphones when FarmCon 22 actually kicked off. So again, welcome to FarmCon 22.
thought I turned mine on.
Yeah, I thought I turned mine on as well. We might,
Hello.
you know, it is an exciting time, and yeah, well, interesting start. So again, my name is Lars Meitrek or Lizardton, and this is Chucky.
Hello.
You might have heard it a little bit via your microphone actually,
Yeah.
but now
Next
we
time I'm
should.
just gonna yell at him.
There
Yeah.
you go.
It seems that you are still not working. That's at least what I get from the tech. So, but at least I am here.
Broken.
Yeah, it is still broken for you, but I should be fine hopefully now. Players out there will let us know. Anyway, we just saw the Volvo trailer, and
Yeah.
exciting times. Definitely exciting times. I think. I know we have sent 3 content creators to
Yeah.
Volvo as well. One of which is DJ Goham. He's here this weekend. The other one was Werner from the Burning Gamers. He is here this weekend as well. And then there is Stervio, the
Right.
French guy. I'm not sure if he's here. I don't think he is. I haven't seen him on the guest list.
Right.
Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. But
Hopefully.
yeah, if you guys want to check out how the real machinery looks, check out these 3 channels, and you might actually like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry.
people should be excited for Volvo, especially. Like, this is one of those brands we've heard like requested quite a bit. I know that for me, like coming as from the American side of things, being at the U.S. office, definitely Volvo is something pretty big even for us over there. So it's going to be a big thing for sure, and like the way it's coming into the game too, it's going to make like a pretty big like statement, I think, and coming alongside the Platinum expansion, it's going to be some really cool things that you can do with this stuff that you really haven't seen before. So
Yeah, and we're going to show you guys, of course, this weekend, what's coming into the game.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, Volvo is a big brand, right? They are the inventors. Did you know that they are the inventors of the 3-point seat belt?
really,
Yeah,
No,
they did.
I
And
did not know that.
they
no.
actually invented the seat belt that we use today in cars. It
Right.
was Volvo invented, and they actually didn't save what is the English word, patent for
Yeah,
it.
the
They
Oh,
just
yeah.
gave it to everyone so that everyone can build a safer car for everyone. I think this is
History
amazing.
lesson
It's a
from
very traditional
Lars.
brand. It's a really cool brand, and I'm looking forward to have them in the game.
yeah.
We should talk a little bit more about the machinery. I mean,
Right.
there are a couple of machines that are coming in, and we won't show all of them today, guys. So if you are watching this out there and you think, oh man, they did only show very little, wait for Saturday. However, we did prepare a tiny video that gives you a rough idea of what's coming, and we are going to show you that right now.
Next on our list, we have Stefan Maurus, our gameplay programmer, and me, Ken, of course, from QA. And now we're going to show you something really special. We will be having a look at both the upcoming map that is part of our Platinum expansion, and of course a bunch of machinery that we'll be showing. We prepared a little something for you. Before we start though, I know Stefan is eager to get into this. We need a little disclaimer. Everything we show here is of course still work in progress, and we can't guarantee that everything is going to be in by launch and so on. You know the drill. But yeah, with that out of the way, I would say let's start.
Yeah, so we already start here with a really nice machine. It's from Volvo, a really nice wheel loader with a huge fork in front. So you may have seen it already on our YouTube channel. So we got now Volvo as a new brand in our game. It's made for loading logs onto a trailer, for example, or on a train, as I prepared it here.
Also, it's the biggest wheel grab that we have in game, right?
Yeah.
So far.
So you can also unload the whole trailer in just one grab. So really huge. So let's jump into it. So I prepared here something. We got there our truck with our timber trailer.
See if they've improved the log
And it
physics.
even has the hazard.
How hard is it normally to
that's
try and
pretty
pick up a whole little
interesting.
log?
I didn't knew it before.
Oh yes, that's right.
I was
gonna say, with
additional security.
the new
Yeah,
trees,
so
maybe they
it
improve the
only
logs.
lights up if you got your seatbelts fastened. So yeah, it's for example on construction sites, a security thing. So the supervisor sees directly if you got your seatbelt fastened, and then you're secure. So yeah. And
That does look
we
like a
got it here
Volvo
as
semi,
well.
actually.
It's also a configuration, so you can choose in the shop if you want it or not. We need to lift up our huge fork, and open it up.
And that's how these high lifters are used in real life as well. It's basically like
Is it the
possibility
Globetrotter
to
when you
just
sit across
grab
the
it
top?
all at once.
Yeah. Normally you unload the trailers
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
the Volvo. You can
And
see it on
yeah,
the
you
grill.
build
Yeah,
up
you can,
these huge
yeah.
stacks of wood here.
New
So
track
that's
confirmed.
what I normally use, and maybe also for unloading trains,
Yeah.
as we do here.
I mean, I'm also
yeah.
guessing it was a nightmare to tune this beast
Look at
Yeah.
that
to make sure the
concentration.
physics
Yeah.
and everything is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Oh, not turning it. So like
What you want
There
is
you
for
go.
the all to explode,
Explode.
and fly across them.
carefully. So
It's
yeah,
better
a
than
huge
when we
load.
practiced.
Yeah. So yeah, it was really a nightmare to implement that.
But I think the end result is pretty nice.
Yeah.
The position of that ramp next to the
For
shed.
like,
next to
like
it.
everything with logs is
Yeah, you
a
have to
huge
watch
challenge.
out
bit
that
narrow,
you
isn't
don't
it?
like
Yeah.
fall over and keep the balance and everything.
Yeah.
And as you can already see here, this is one of our like. Of course, we
This
have
will be
like
the
a
new
new
map, of course, as
train,
well, won't it?
track on the upcoming map, and these are also new trailers, I believe.
Which is
Yeah,
annoying
they're
that they've got a
also
level
new,
crossing
so
right
the
next
whole
to the
train is new.
where the train stops.
Also with
That's
new
but-
log trailers.
Yeah,
and
literally.
we got also
right on
one
the
trailer
doorstep.
there,
Yeah.
which is
Bells
for
ringing the house.
storing pallets and stuff, and one for moving vehicles.
Yeah, we have lots of new pallets. We can't show everything,
Yeah.
but there's
Ooh.
lots of new products basically that are coming into the game.
Oh, new productions then. Interesting.
Mhm.
There you go.
I'd mention that with the forestry
Perfect.
being new.
The one there
Like,
is.
is it
I couldn't
build a
style
boat
it
or something?
better.
Yeah, but yeah, for doing it live, I think it's fine. And I also want to show you if you got less logs. So this log grab is a bit special. So you
Forestry Sim Guy. Yeah, I'm going to start a second channel
another
called Forestry Sim
grabs
Guy.
inside the grab. So it's not that easy. Like this.
Oh,
so,
there you go.
And there are two
They basically
additional grabs,
clamp it
and
down.
they're
Oh, that's quite nice.
yeah, fixing
yeah.
them so they don't move. Yeah, and then we can put some more
I think I
logs
noticed
on
those in one
the
of-
train.
Butch
Yeah, I
that.
mean this is also quite nice.
I think I
because
noticed that in one of
basically you
DJ's
have the
videos.
possibility to be
In the
flexible.
actual real life
Even
one.
Yeah.
The tool itself is of course to use for like lots and lots of logs, but this way you can like for if you have smaller quantities, that's no problem as well.
No, it looks perfect almost.
There you go.
Like this, open it up. So yeah, almost perfect. Yeah, there was a small one there, but we
That's
ignore
something
that.
you can do with by hand later
Yeah,
on.
Yeah. So, and then
least they
with
have
the
the same
logs on
problem
the,
as we
on the
have.
train,
Yeah.
you
Makes me feel
can
better.
Yeah,
drive
I know,
outside
right.
of the map and you sell them, for example.
Mhm.
Or you go to a different log place on the map and then
Yeah.
sell them there.
I mean, there's
or
like a couple of places, and
Yeah.
of course, wood is like this new big thing
Yeah.
in our map. So that's also where the new production chains and products tie in as well.
we have some more.
We have
Do you
more.
want to see more?
Yes, of course.
Mm,
I mean,
show
I
us
don't
more.
know what if it's fine, what we
that's
can
nice. That
share.
turbo is
But I mean, this is on you.
I hope we can share that.
I'm sure.
So we got here a really nice machine from John Deere, mostly
Look at the
used,
detail
I
on
think,
that.
in America.
Also there's a skidder there as well.
It's a feller buncher.
Fella bunch, but
So
the skidder in
it's
the
a bit
background.
special. We got here, it looks like our harvesters in the game, but it's a bit different. So you got here a huge blade. It's really huge. And you
Yeah,
don't want
guys
to
put in
get
the
into
Twitch
that
chat.
if
It's
it's
No.
not
turned
John
on.
Deere again.
And you got here two grabs. And the special thing about the two grabs is that you can hold two trees at the same time. So you harvest one tree, drive to another tree, and
Number of times
pick up
I've
this
used
as
tried
well.
to use a
Which is
grapple
much
loader
more
and I just
efficient,
can't.
of course.
It's
Yeah.
one thing we haven't
And then
mastered.
you can just drop the two trees off where you want. You see it already, the two grabs have opened up, the blade is running, and now we got here our Mark III. So,
Looks like a dead tree.
Well,
What's
that's
this?
tree mob.
Yeah,
we
there we
talked
go.
about.
so and we can just drive into the tree, and you see the big grab is putting it in, and then we got the small grab on top.
There's like another additional clamp that holds it in
Yeah,
place.
that holds the tree, and then yeah, you can just drive to the next
What do you
tree.
do with it now?
You go and pick
I
another
mean,
one up and then you
I always
you normally lay them
when
down
you
in a
see these
stack and then you'd get
machines
a,
also the way they drive, they have to be
like a processing
capable
unit.
of
You can
going
grab it
up
off the ground and
slopes
cut it to length.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Really.
that's why also I'm guessing have these like big tires with the deep like these,
Oh, that
the
looks
profile
precarious.
on
Yeah,
them
I
and
know.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. And you can even configure even wider tires. So we got
That's a new
like
tree type too, the dead
1250
tree.
tires
Yeah.
on that. So that's quite huge. And now we got both trees. The other one is not fitting perfectly, but on the slope it's quite tricky to get them perfectly here, and then
It's pretty solid though.
just
It's
drop them
not,
off here. And we got
doesn't look
another
like it's gonna
machine
fall
to
out, does
pick
it?
them up
No,
again.
it looks reasonable.
So
Another
we got here-
specialized one.
Yeah, here release the trees. And yeah, then
There
they
you go.
fall off, and we can go out and get the next machine. So it's like a bundle.
Is there like a security thing about having the saw blade running while you drive around?
Ah. Probably you won't do it like this. You should turn it off like here. Yeah,
There you go.
turn it off. A bit more secure.
I mean, if all your coworkers start running away, you know that
Yeah.
something's not right.
They're scared of me.
Cool.
So we got
You've got a big
a
echo
similar
still, mate.
machine. So yeah,
Don't know
similar
if you've got
size.
something at your end that's.
No, I don't know what it might be. Trying to think what it could. Is it my voice or the
of
stream?
wood. So you got a huge gravel here, and this can be used to transport the whole trees.
something
So
again.
not if
Hello.
you cut it in 5-meter pieces.
Yeah.
Instead, you grab the whole
Say something
tree like
again.
we harvested it now with.
So
the
basically, if you have
telepuncher.
like another transport vehicle on the like on the road or
Yeah.
whatever, this is used to
yeah,
just
to pull
bring
them in.
bring the logs from
Yeah.
the forest onto to like the area where you would load it up. normally.
Exactly, yeah. Just need to find the trees again. Not that easy here. Here.
There they
we
are.
A bit tricky with the other tree on the left, but we will try.
And it even has like a what looks like a front shield in the equipment as well
Yeah, so you can also push the trees.
to push them around.
yeah.
Either push or pull.
Yeah, I think you can. Can you control with that? Yeah, you can
Yeah.
control it. Exactly. So if you need to push something away, can do. So then we can lift it up a bit.
And it's
And-
back to the road.
Yeah, back to the road. Pull them up here, up the hill.
Well, they hold in there really well.
Quite steep here.
Yeah, that's
But
why
we
I'm
got-
saying it's like you need monsters like this.
Yeah.
to-
it's,
to use
it's really
them.
a monster.
I mean, also if you're like from the US,
That looks
you-
like it's
you-
actually
you
locked
know
them
there's
in there
like
like a
many,
strap
many like
rather
steep
than
forest, lots
just
of
holding
mountains
onto
and
them. Yeah.
hills.
Yeah. And so now we got it on the street, and we drop it off here.
There you go.
So yeah, and then we can go to the next trees, but we only harvested 2. So then we are done for today. Short working day.
Of course, lots of new machinery coming to both the Platinum expansion and edition. Of course, for those of you lucky enough to be at FarmCon, you will definitely see more on Saturday.
Yeah, we got some really nice, cool stuff.
Yeah,
So
couple
for
of
example,
things.
this one.
Ooh.
but
Can't
yeah.
talk about everything
Ooh.
yet.
Yeah, we
but
don't show it
They look cool.
today.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
There's more to come. Yeah.
We're back. We are back. So that was a glimpse of what's coming with Platinum. It wasn't everything.
No,
But
it was very much work in progress still.
Yes.
Absolutely work in progress. So whatever you've seen there is the current version. We are still working on it, so things might change a bit. But you got an idea, I think. And if you want to know more, again on Saturday there's FarmCon.
Yeah,
And
I
we
for
are
my
more.
part can't wait to grab that claw and go up to a tree, because sometimes you just need to go into a forest and chop down a tree.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah,
It looks really cool. I mean, we showed a few things off in that video that you've not really seen before, like in farming simulators. So even the claw he's talking about, when we saw it and grabbed those trees, pretty impressive, I think. And I think very much work in progress, but still
Absolutely.
it should be something that will get people excited, right? Because it's really cool. What else can you say? It's so cool.
Well, what we can say is it's included in the season pass. It's the 4th DLC, and it's coming out November 15th.
Yes.
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 And of course, we're going to talk about the 3rd DLC a little bit later during this show, and of course on Saturday. And it will be an epic reveal, I guess.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really.
Those who
Really
know, and those who don't know,
Yeah, if
well,
you know, you know.
don't know. Yeah, if you know, you know. So that's Platinum Edition, as we said. And it comes not only with a lot of new vehicles, but of course with a new map, Silverrun Forest.
and
We
such a pretty map.
It's so beautiful.
teased that before, I think. And I think we should give the players a glimpse of what Silverrun Forest looks like.
Should
Yeah, shall
refer
we?
to it
Let's
as
do
an
it.
epic
Let's go.
reveal for the next DLC.
Yeah. Here's the new map. Nice flying water.
There's the boat.
Ah, and you can launch the boats. Puddles?
Redwoods.
Those are big trees.
Mining.
Fine.
Did you see
Fine
that?
pigs, yeah, looked like it, didn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks interesting.
Interesting.
On the face of it.
Silverrun Forest.
I'm on board with it.
On board with it, yeah.
Is that another pun?
It's something with I'm on a
Hey.
boat or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can build boats. How that works, you might find out on Saturday.
Yeah, you might.
You might.
I think I'm excited for this. You know, we've already said Pacific Northwest, really cool area of the United States, and I
Well,
think
kind of hoping I might get
the
a
map
play
has
with it
that
at the
feel down
weekend.
pretty
Oh,
well.
that'd be pretty cool if you
Full
did.
of let me.
When you
Full
think
of
of
Tanzania, yeah.
Pacific Northwest, you almost always like start to think about logging and timber. So
Honestly, like I said before
this
we
is
started
great.
streaming, you need to
Deep
go
forests and
transporter
like very
mode
lush
on
ones with
Yeah.
some
Lufthansa.
very old trees as well.
And you
So
might have
cool.
realized that we did a lot to the trees, for example. There are
Yeah.
new trees on that map that we haven't had before. So we came up with a lot of new things that you guys might like once you get the chance to use the vehicles on Silverrun Forest.
Could
Yeah.
actually
Or in
be interesting if you could
Yeah, and
actually
you're going to see
sail the
more, like
boats
you
after
said.
you've made
You know, this is just the beginning of FarmCon. We got a lot more cool stuff coming
sailing simulator.
later on this
Yeah.
weekend on Saturday.
Someone in the
so,
stream said, I hope
it's
you can use
exciting
chopwood to
times.
build the
And
boat.
it's also
And
only the
someone
beginning of
responded
Farming
saying, no, they
Simulator
just
22, because we
conceive
only
the
had
trees
2
to grow to the
DLCs
boat
so far.
naturally.
Couple more to
I'll
come.
convince the trees.
One of which I would like to look back a little bit, just because I have you around this time, and that is Kubota.
Yeah.
I think that's a big deal in the United States, isn't it?
Yeah, it's you know, it's performed really well. Like it's been a great received DLC. Kubota is one of the brands that has always been really highly requested for the North American community. Which, you know, working out of the U.S. office, I'm kind of always interacting with these guys, and yeah, I think it was a huge thing to get it, and it was awesome. I got to go out with Clutch Simulations to Kansas with Kubota. We were working with Kubota USA. And got to go out on the Peterson Brothers farm. You may know them from YouTube, Real Life Farmers, who have some Kubota equipment on their farm. And we got to have some fun and shoot a little video. And yeah, I think it's going to be informative and kind of give you a look at a little bit more about who Kubota are and what kind of products they have, the ones that are in Farming Simulator, of course. And I think it's a video that people will enjoy.
Are they?
Yeah.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
Rated E for everyone.
Hi, I'm Kermit Ball with Giant Software. Kubota has now joined Farming Simulator 22 through the Kubota Pack DLC, bringing their iconic equipment to the virtual world for the first time. Kubota is celebrating 50 years in the US, celebrating their strong Japanese heritage with their iconic equipment around the world. And now for the first time,
The
in the
DLC
gaming world
nobody
as
wanted.
well.
Somebody's just
Yeah,
put
I
in the
saw
chat.
that.
With 11 new vehicles
Someone
added
else
to
said who
Farming
actually
Simulator
logged in this game.
22 and the Kubota Pack DLC, from powerful tractors to skid steers, track loaders.
Scooter was saying they missed putting a
and
Kubota
utility
compact.
vehicles.
Would have been awesome.
Kubota delivers us a range of tools to handle any
The
farming
audio
task
levels are all
in
over
the
the shop.
game
Yeah.
and in real life. Before we show off our virtual farming skills, let's hear from the product managers at Kubota about how these mighty machines operate in real-life farming operations.
Hi there, my name is Archie Strike, Ag Tractor Product Manager for Kubota Tractor Corporation, and I'm coming to you today from the fields of Kansas to talk about some of our Kubota equipment. Now, whether you're farming in the field or whether you're at home playing Farming Simulator, we want everybody to know exactly what it's like to be able to operate Kubota equipment. And today, I've got one of our ag tractors today behind me, our M7 Generation 2. Now this machine is special because it's a durably built machine and offers an abundance of features that you'll use in your farming operation as well as in Farming Simulator. So this particular machine we like to sum up as simple and reliable, meaning anybody can pick it up and operate it for whatever application you might need, either at home or in Farming Simulator. We offer a couple of different features on this machine that really makes it shine in both a livestock and a loader application setup. So first and foremost, best in industry loader lift capacity, coming in at over 5,800 pounds. Being able to move several bales at a time or anything else that you need to put on the front end of this tractor, easily done. Also, for any of your PTO implement-driven activities, we do offer a PTO horsepower boost on all of our M7 models. Doesn't matter which horsepower level or which trim level in particular. So this tractor is built the right way to make sure that you can get any application that you need done on your farming operation or your livestock operation. It's great to have Kubota tractors in Farming Simulator simply because it really announces our arrival into the agricultural equipment world. Obviously, Kubota hasn't been in the ag equipment world for too long now, but I really think that us being involved with Farming Simulator as well as integrating our equipment into Farming Simulator really shows that we've arrived and matured in the ag equipment world.
Hi, I'm Jacob Mendoza, Senior Manager of Product for Kubota Utility Vehicles. On the farm, you need to be ready for anything. That's where the Sidekick excels, at the crossroads of work and play, where durability meets speed. At its core, it is a total workhorse with exceptional performance. That means you can get wherever you need to be on your property and quickly.
You get to Mannheim from Edinburgh.
Much like our renowned Kubota tractors, these are built on trust. Rooted in quality and durability, a standard of every Kubota product. The Sidekick is designed for a comfortable ride and an optimized driving experience, even with a full load. Crucial for whatever the day brings. Kubota utility vehicles are a universal
logo
tool,
on some of their clothing in the game's quite nice too.
You can haul materials, tools, storage, even herding and feeding cows. It's optimized for versatility with enough power to tow equipment,
it's got a
trailers, and so
Jesus
much
handle
more.
to hold on to when someone's driving and you're scared.
You can customize the vehicle specific to how you're going to use it. From wheels to winches, snow removal to storage, the accessories and implements are virtually endless, so you can customize your vehicle to enhance your experience.
This is a sales pitch for something that no one in the game's ever going to buy.
Or the task at hand,
and it's not customizable like that in the game.
Hey Kermit, hop on in.
Hey Jacob, how you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. I'm happy you could join me.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to ride along in the Sidekick with you.
All right, Kermit, you ready to ride?
Let's roll.
Let's do it.
You know, it's really cool to be sitting in the Sidekick with you, Jacob. And for me, it reminds me of a story that I heard from my colleagues within the company. So when they were working on developing the model, the 3D model to put into Farming Simulator 22 for the Kubota pack, specifically for the Sidekick, the name kind of like lends itself to conjure up this idea to begin with. Sidekick, you think of, I need my sidekick, I need my friend with me, right? So our developers
Kermit should have had orange Kubota
why
colored
not
nails.
get the passenger script into the base game experience with the DLC added for the first time in Farming Simulator 22. You'll be able to ride along in the Sidekick and some other vehicles with your friends for the first time. And that's a huge thing from our side as developers, because previously you've not been able to ride along with your friends. And now you can take them, you can drop them off at the field, whatever you need to do, and it's always better when you play together and when you farm together.
You know, it's the same thing in real life or virtually. Things are better together. When you can share that experience, it's a win. Big win.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, in real life farming, you always want to, we want to try to replicate that as much as possible in the game. It's never going to be a 100% one-to-one representation. However,
they've just driven down a road for the purposes of the video.
Yeah, right.
And now I've just got to turn around now and drive back.
Like you can in Farming Simulator. So some of our players want that authentic experience. They want to drive all the way to where they need to be instead of using that video game magic to teleport around. So with this in the Kubota pack for the first time in Farming Simulator, it's possible now to be able to replicate that authentic real-life experience. Now you can take your friends around the map, drop them off where they need to go, and also have a little bit of fun too. Ride the Sidekick around. Work hard, play hard.
For sure, and I feel like that's a perfect representation of the Sidekick as well, right? You can get your work done more quickly,
Right.
but it's got enough performance for that crossover space.
Here come all the comments about it being behind a paid
Paid DLC.
Yeah, and I think people are going to do the same thing in Farming Simulator. Because at the end of the day, it's a video game. It's about farming. So get your work done.
Yes,
but
Farmer
with your
Ed, I
friends
do
with you got to have a
want you to
little
drop
bit
me
of
off a
fun
manhole.
too. The Sidekick, of course, can take you wherever you need to go to get you to your other machines as well. So we're excited that you guys are joining the family, and we're looking forward to seeing how our players.
So now
receive
here's the
Kubota in
question:
the game.
if somebody created a Universal Passenger mod, would Giants put it in Mod Hub?
The partnership in full is going to be amazing. I can't wait to hear about what the players have to say about it, but I have a high level of confidence they're going to be as pumped as I am.
Yeah, and by the time this comes out, the DLC would have already been released for nearly a month, several weeks. So by the time this rolls around, I feel like people are already going to be loving that experience. They're going to be already having fun with the Kubota DLC.
Mark Bull said he's convinced to put his name down, it's sold.
Be a chance for them to get a behind-the-scenes look, which I think they'll really enjoy.
It was Clutch. It was all about Kermit.
I know, right? Maybe it's not good in front of camera.
We're back, and that was such an awesome time in Kansas with Kubota, with Clutch Simulations. I'm sure you saw his stuff from that too, and with the Peterson Farm Brothers too. Everyone from Kubota was so awesome to work with. We had that professional drone pilot. How cool was that? That drone following us around.
All the shots from the drone with you riding around the Sidekick and just everything. Is so
how
pretty.
long did it take, or how many times did you just drive around the field with the Sidekick until this was done?
We were up and down the dirt road probably 8 times or so, just back and forth. But like I'd never met Jacob Mendoza from Kubota before, but like as soon as I hopped in that Sidekick with him, it was like a friend that I had known forever, and we were just talking away like we had known each other for years.
So basically the Sidekick creates friendships.
Oh, hey, look at you. Well done. Yeah, I mean, I think that Kubota's been really well received. It's been a good brand to bring into the game. It's been a good DLC for us as well, and that was just a really cool video to show off as well, and man, I had so much fun.
Oh, that's great. Let's talk about something completely different. Mods. I think we should start talking about mods, because I mean, we all know that mods are a very important part of our game.
Yeah,
right? There are a lot of modders out there, and a lot of mods that make our game different, interesting, whatever they do. So I think we shouldn't forget that FarmCon is about mods as well.
It is.
It is about modders. It started out as a modder event back in, I think, 2016 was the first FarmCon, and that one, there were only a few fans in between all the modders around. So modding has always been very important for us here at Giants and of course at FarmCon. So we do have a modder panel and we do have Q&As for modders, but because they're very specific, we are not going to stream them. They will be on Sunday. So if you're a modder, you have to be here. However, we don't know if some of the content creators might stream some of these things because they are absolutely allowed to. Yeah. And Goham is actually filming everything. So might actually happen, who knows. So talking about mods, one of the questions we've seen a lot as the community team is, oh, what happened to my mod? Or why does it take so long for my mod to come out? All these things, you've seen it.
Yeah.
And actually, we asked that question our mod team, or our QA team rather, and they have a small tiny video for you to explain to you the journey of a mod within Giants. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Ken Burgess, the QA lead here at Giant Software, and today we have something special planned for you. We want to show you the journey a mod basically takes once you upload it to ModHub. So we're going to be showing you what happens once it lands here, how we test it, and like the different station that it goes through. The first test every mod goes through is of course our data check. Usually when you submit a mod, it either lands in our pending list or our pending resubmit list, depending on if it was here before or not. So this is Marcel. He basically
comes the
takes care
sarcasm
of like
in the
the
chat.
first look
right.
of a mod. We have a fancy tool here. What it does is it goes through a series of tests, and of course errors can always happen.
Does it take long from checking mods to finally releasing them?
Our next station here is our gameplay functionality test. So each mod is basically loaded into the game, and we check its main functions and make sure the game doesn't crash. Of course, we make sure there's no errors or warnings. Of course, we also have, seeing right here, our mods and testing list. Jana, is that done?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well then.
This really paints the modders in a bright
the
picture.
testing list.
People really want to see it.
And why won't they give it to you?
I honestly don't know. Another important thing for us is, of course, our close collaboration and communication that we have with the modding community. That's why we came up with the messenger ticket system. This year, Stefan, he takes care of all of the messenger tickets that you guys write. So if you ever have like an issue or a problem with your upload or your mod,
He looks tougher than Jason Statham does.
Oh boy, many messenger tickets this morning, Stefan, huh?
Well, like every morning.
Well, I guess we'll leave you to it then.
Surprised you didn't stack it up and throw it in the bin or something.
The console testing phase.
That's
So
a man
once a
who's
mod
happy
is
at his
done
job.
and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is fine and it passed like the functionality test, then we do our tests with our secret dev kits. They're locked behind doors. And of course we have like a daily pack of mods that we prepare for consoles. And once that's ready, our console tester, who's in here, he will take care of those. Hello, I have a new USB stick full of console mods for you.
So you like testing mods on console?
Yes, I love it! And you're doing a video for Farmcon? Hello? Hello?
Goodness.
Once all of this is
they
done,
love,
there's two
console
ways.
players too, then,
Either
do
a
they?
mod is sent back to review to the modder, or it's put on pending release. So usually when we're putting it on pending release, that means it's time to release it. Marcel, don't you think it's time?
How late is it?
About 5?
Nah, it's too soon.
20 to 11 and it's about 5.
So when exactly do you release mods each day? People
Found some
are
game in the
waiting,
chat
right?
saying this explains everything.
Yeah. Caveat at the end.
Yeah, right. Oh, good. I think they misread the room doing it that way. Sorry.
That is exactly how that works, I promise.
Yeah, it's 100% true, nothing made up, and
absolutely.
I'm surprised you came away with your arm there in that shot. You were grabbing
it
the mod.
was close. This is like this like red dot. That was a close one.
Actually, he was the third guy to film it. The other two didn't make it. So.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that you filmed it before I came over.
I didn't want to say it, but now Lars.
Yeah. So that was the actual QA team. I mean, of course, the video wasn't to take very seriously, but that was the QA team. It was Kenny there, the QA
Oh my
lead.
goodness.
We've seen Mr. Marcel, responsible for mods. We've seen Jana, one of the QA testers. We've heard Benny.
Yeah.
Haven't seen him. And we've seen one of the more famous German community members, now Giants members, Schreiner.
Yeah.
Stefan, who used to be a very famous German moderator in the forums and everything, and he is with Giants for more than 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Did a lot of mod testing over the years.
Yeah.
Did a lot of cool stuff, and he actually made it to the integrator team. He's now working on integration of machines, and myself basically took his legacy, and he's now the master of.
Someone said Lee Mike is
not
Lee
alone.
broke,
Of
and
course,
someone
everyone is
replied
testing
and
mods,
said
but
keep it
Marcel is
English, thank you.
basically the one, putting the most time into
mods and mods.
It was really cool for me. You guys, of course, work in the Erlangen office all the time, and this has been my first week, the last few days of being in the office and seeing how everyone at the German office works, and the QA team are just over there, just hammering away. They're playing the game, they're testing the game out, they're trying to find those bugs, and also testing mods. And I know DJ Goham was having a little bit of like a geek out moment as well, where he got to, multiple occasions, but especially with Mr. Marcel, and had a great time talking to him about the actual journey of the mods, like you just saw. And man, I love that video from the moment I saw it. Definitely lighthearted and some good humor. We have fun at Giants, you know. We get when the little disclaimer from Yana at the end. Mods are tested efficiently in truth, and that is the real truth. But you know, you gotta enjoy yourself and have fun every once in a while.
Yeah, and the video is a very fun video, but it is actually how a lot of the journey kind of works, with a bit of exaggeration for humor.
Absolutely. And I would like to show another video before we talk a little bit more about mods. It's a very quick one, so no big introduction. Just fire it off.
Rated E for everyone.
Oh, Oxy's map.
Are they announcing another mod contest? This was the winner, wasn't it?
Yeah, they said they weren't going to this year. Maybe it's a map contest rather than a mod contest.
It's been updated because it's close to 22 cars, isn't it?
Yeah, they've updated for 22. That's what's happened.
Yeah. Available now on Mod Hub.
That was Swiss Future Farm, a mod we've seen for
this.
Farming Simulator 19, coming back to Farming Simulator 22.
I remember when it came in new, that was when basically when I started, so nostalgia for me, essentially.
Interesting.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I picked this video to show right now is because this thing has been made by Oxygen David, one of the modders out there. Moderators, not really, but modders. And we do that every now and then. We find modders to help with stuff like, for example, Swiss Future Farm, which is not necessarily giants, but it is partners we have reaching out, going, look, we want to have this in our game or in your game. Is there a way to find someone to create this? Right? We have seen it with Swiss Future Farm. We've seen it with Horsch. You might remember back in the days, the whole Horsch DLC we've seen in
and now we see it with Vermeer.
Was made by Vertex Design, a modder team that won the mod contest. And then, you know,
we don't talk about it.
Create that mod. We have also seen it with the Welker Farms.
Right.
Back in the days. Welker Farms has been made by a modding team. And we just lately saw a lot of cool stuff coming in from Connect Modding from Brazil.
Oh, yeah, the
shout out to the
stuff
Brazil community there.
Yeah, that was
super engaged.
So
actually, suddenly Jackto.
Yeah. I actually love the fact that modders get the chance to work with these companies to do something unique for our game.
Right.
Yeah. And with Swiss Future Farm, I think that was a cool map.
Isn't it interesting?
I love that it's back. Or
all the drama that came when he
Farming
did
Simulator 22. And we're going to tell
Chillington
you guys
Belly.
in about 10 minutes when this is about to happen, I'd say.
For me, I'm excited for Swiss Future Farm to be in 22 because I missed out on the chance to play it in 19 just due to playing other maps. But right now I'm playing on Comston Farm, which is another Oxygen David modded map available on the Mod Hub. And my wife and I are loving this map right now. And this one, it looks even better and looks awesome on 22.
And I do know Oxygen David put a lot of effort into converting it to 22, so it got better than it used to be with 19. So it should be exciting, an exciting map to play. And as I said, I just love that we do that.
Yeah, I love, like with a lot of Oxygen David maps, what I love about them is that they're not just gorgeous maps, they're also super playable maps as well. Like he pays a lot of attention that they're very usable too. And that's just really nice.
Yeah. And there are so many good mod maps out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm quite sure if we would ask you guys out there what's your favorite mod map, we would get like 500 different opinions here.
Yeah.
Right? I think, and then even I know the German community, for example, has a couple of different favorites than the United States, for example, have, and everything. Like, for example, Hofbergmann is a very famous map in Germany. I don't know if that's a big deal in the United States.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people freaking out in the United States about the Italia, the new one. I think that's a big deal in Germany as well. But, you know, there are so many different maps and so many different mods, and you should definitely check them out on our mod hub.
For sure.
Yeah. Talking about companies that work with us, we stick to the topic of mods for a while. I would love to talk about John Deere, because we are at John Deere, right?
Yeah.
We are.
Which
It's
is
very
amazing.
green in here and
Yeah,
yellow.
it is.
Yeah,
It's
super
actually
green and
really
yellow.
amazing. I wish we could like pan the camera around and stuff,
Yeah,
because
it'd be
like
nice to see that
just this
factory,
little
wouldn't
room is a library,
Yeah.
and there's like models of John Deere vehicles here, and there's another set of models that are golden, and we have the founders here in pictures. There's a big library, and
it's
cool.
just
wow.
Yeah, and
really
outside
cool.
is even more. So if you join us for FarmCon on Saturday and Sunday, you're gonna see it. It's just amazing. It's
So those are the
absolutely
couches you're gonna be
awesome
sitting
to
on
here.
soon if you
I'm
can get
super happy
down.
that we could make it to John Deere, which is, you know, a
Maybe.
big deal. I
For their,
remember the times
creative
when John
panel.
Deere wasn't in the game.
Right.
Like when I got hired at Giants, John Deere wasn't a thing. So I had to deal with like 100 messages of people going, when John Deere, every single day for like 2 years before we announced it, making it to Farming Simulator 19. And there are actually 2 reasons why I want to talk about John Deere a little bit. One of which is that they reached out to us a while ago, together with IET Food, to create another
Precision
mod,
farming.
technically, and that is precision farming.
Yeah.
Precision farming has been a big deal as well. We started out with it in Farming Simulator 19, and we announced that it would be a multiple year project, actually. And we've just seen Farming Simulator 22 getting precision farming back in, when was that? April? May?
Yeah.
I think it was around
Spring.
May.
Yeah, springish.
Absolutely.
More
Yeah.
features.
And that was a cool thing, because it's an entire new way to play our game. It is completely different. And we have prepared a little video about precision farming that I would love to show you guys out there.
Welcome everyone. So we're here in our studio today, and as always, when I see my colleague Stefan, I demand some answers. So we'll do that today too, and talk a little bit about precision farming. As most of you probably know, it's a project initiated by John Deere. It is funded by EIT Food, that's an institution by the European Union.
thought they were going to bring the scientist guy
You
back.
probably can tell us a little bit more about the background.
I think they've read the room and
project,
decided
right?
not to.
Yeah, so my name is Stefan Maurus. I'm a gameplay programmer and lead vehicle integrator here at Giant Software. And for the Precision Farming DLC, I was the lead programmer. Yeah, it was initiated by John Deere back then 2 years ago. So we made the first version of the DLC for Farming Simulator 19. It was released end of 2020, I think. And it was a huge success. We got over 1.9 million downloads. So the people really enjoyed it. And it brought a lot more depth into the game, which was a lot of was highly requested by the community. And so we didn't do this on our own. So as I said, we got John Deere with us on board, but we also got support from different universities and other agriculture institutes.
And what exactly did they do for, of course, the universities?
Yeah, they supported us with all the technical knowledge, so we do everything correctly, calculate everything correctly, that it makes sense in the end. And they helped us also with the testing of the DLC, so the students received an early version of the DLC, gave feedback, and we fixed it. And so it was really helpful to have them on board. And they still use it on the universities to train new students or explain to them the precision farming techniques and stuff.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So for everyone who doesn't know and hasn't downloaded the DLC yet, and you should, can you give a little overview about what's included in the new version for FS22?
Yeah, so we improved a lot of old features. We improved the fertilization process, for example. We introduced the crop sensors to have there more depth. You can now also buy soil maps, for example, was also requested by the community. And we got also a pretty nice feature that I can show you, is the spot spraying. That's a really nice technique. So.
Okay, but let's talk about fertilization first.
Yeah.
So what exactly is new? What does it mean when you say you go more in depth into fertilization?
Yeah, you see it already. I got here on the left my John Deere with a John Deere spray. The John Deere spray is also new, but we'll come to that later. But the part here in the front, it's from Isaria, our partner here for the precision farming stuff. It's a crop sensor. So basically, it measures like the color of the crops, and with that you can calculate how much nitrogen the crop still needs.
Okay.
So it's a bit more precise than we got previously. You can also have it on the field here. So got this one prepared. Got also the sensor in front, mounted on top of a weight. So if you got a fertilizer at the back, it's kind of useful to have there some more weight. And if you have a closer look at the mini-map, you already see that it's changing the values there. So I can also show you this on the big map. So here in this area, you see I was using the sensor and in this area not. So you see a way more granular nitrogen map. So it really senses.
I haven't used sensors yet. Maybe
no, neither do I.
So for example, here it's a bit darker, so it requires a bit more nitrogen. And if you get the fertilizer spreader here in this example at the back, you directly apply to these new detected values.
Okay, so it's basically done automatically and you just fertilize together with the spot spraying technology and then you just get the result that you would expect and that you hope
exactly,
to achieve.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you got also the sensors on the mirror, which are pretty nice. So if you want to, for example, a liquid fertilizer tank at the front, you can also mount them on the mirrors, so you got the same result but not blocking the front linkage. So
okay, cool.
On the other field I prepared already a different feature. We already talked about it briefly, but here you can already see that the weeds have changed. So before that we got always the full field covered with weeds.
Okay.
But that's not really realistic. Now we got here some weed patches. So for example, here there are some more weeds and you got spots where are less weeds. So it's way more realistic. And this results to
I like that mod pack which released during the week, I think, which added spot spraying to all the base game sprayers.
Yeah, that was 32 with a 28 meter boom. And this one got here some new parts to the boom. So we got here some cameras, and these cameras are pretty nice. They detect in real time if there are weeds on the ground or not. So for example, here no weeds, here is weed. So it will only turn the nozzles on where the weed is. So it really shoots on the weeds and tries to kill them. So that's really nice. Can also show you this in action.
Yes, please.
I was going to say, I wondered if he was going to actually show us then.
So, turn on sprayer. And then here we go. So you see, it looks really nice also in the game.
Yeah, you can see the result instantly. That's cool,
Yeah. So it was also not easy to implement. So as you can imagine, in real life it's complicated. In the game it's a bit easier, but also complicated to really detect where are the weeds currently, and also takes a bit of performance. But yeah, we managed it quite well, and it works well.
Okay. Did you get any specific fan feedback on those features? What did the community like about it? Did you change anything based on the feedback?
Yeah, we received a lot of positive feedback. Yeah, the player really liked that feature, and also, it looks awesome, to be honest. And we received also feedback that it does not work with fertilizer. So as we already got the functionality to control each nozzle, we could also just apply this for fertilizers. We decided to change that for the update 1.5. And now if you drive, for example, over worked area, the nozzles turn off, or if you drive with the boom off the field, the nozzles will turn off there. So you save there also some fertilizer.
Okay, cool.
And also for the sprayer, I read that a lot in the forum. The player wished for a different boom size. So we only got 28 meters in the first version. And yeah, it's not suitable for all the seeder sizes. So we decided to also implement a 24-meter boom.
Okay, cool.
So this was already in the process of creating it before the release, but yeah, could not make it in time. So, but now with the update 1.6, or after the update 1.6, we released that.
Okay, that's very cool, and all of you out there know that we still listen to your feedback and make changes.
That's it.
Nice. Precise.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Love the very accurate sprayers with like the lovelies.
The spot spraying.
Spot spraying is
really cool.
My mind blanked on the actual term there. Tried to come up with very interesting descriptions. Don't mind me.
Oh, you did a great job. I find it interesting, you know, like you don't really think, and when you think of technology, right, like most people maybe think of like computers, video games, cell phones, things like that, but farming like really is like kind of another industry that's at like the forefront of like the evolving like technologies.
Yeah.
And precision farming kind of shows some of this stuff off, and as farming continues to like, you know, grow more and more into like the modern era, there's so much tech that's involved in it that you're not even aware of.
To sum it all up, when the sprayer hits the wheat just right.
Someone said spray weeds should be out of the next
insane.
game.
I mean, we had Isaria
I'm allowed to have my say, by the way.
Weeks ago,
Just
and
turn them
they
off.
explained in detail how they do it.
Yeah.
Like, there are things that wouldn't come to my
Very
mind
funny.
because, you know, I had no idea. Like, they have a sensor, for example, that checks how green a plant is, and then the shade of green decides on what they do next and everything. It is absolutely crazy. This technology is absolutely insane. I'm super impressed. And if you are interested in precision farming on Saturday, because we are at John Deere,
Oh yeah.
obviously we're gonna have John Deere being on FarmCon stage talking about their technology, and I'm quite sure precision farming will be a big topic.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's available free too, which is like a really cool thing, right? Like, so if you
on all platforms.
Yes, and if you haven't played it yet, you really should, because yeah, what are you waiting for? Go get it on the Mod Hub right now.
Give it a go. Like, the worst that can happen is it's not for you, but you have tried something out that's really, really cool and nifty.
Yeah. And let's go back to Swiss Future Farm for a second.
Right.
Because I said before the video, I'm going to tell you guys out there when it will be available in the Mod Hub.
Right.
And it is now.
Oh,
because
nice.
the second we spoke about Swiss Future Farm, our guys over in Erlangen in the office hit the buttons and started everything at Mod Hub. It takes a couple of minutes before it's there. That's why I wanted the precision farming video to run first. Because of the way it's sent to the consoles, basically. So on PC, it's there right away. But on consoles, it might take up to 10-15 minutes before it shows up in the Mod Hub. And that's why I was like, okay, let's wait for a little bit. And then we can just announce it's there. And because we are at John Deere, we have another tiny little gift for you. I'm going to show you right now.
I like it.
With a lizard battery.
For everyone.
Ooh, old school John Deere. Slide in.
Nice. Compact on wheels.
Yeah, so it's on Mod Hub already. Yep. Farmcon 22, John Deere 17.
And they are also available at Mod Hub right now.
So
I was about to ask.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
they are there. So go check them out, download them, and have fun with them. As we said, mods are just very important for the game.
It's raining.
They really are. I mean, you know, it kind of keeps like the farming simulator community is unique in a lot of ways, and one of them is that it's a game that like the the people that play it a lot are always driving for that like next experience. They want to see like more equipment, more ways to play, more maps and things like that. And we have so many people that create content for the mod hub, including us at Giant Software, and
that's true.
Being at John Deere and bringing some of these classic tractors. I mean, this is one of the things we get asked a lot as the community guys. Is like, when are we getting more classic machines? It's all cool to have the brand new stuff. We just showed off precision farming with the latest technology, but what about the way we used to farm back in the day?
Yeah. And I'm not even sure if I can say that, but I do. With the Platinum expansion, there will be a pretty classic Volvo tractor.
Leakerton.
Yeah, Leakerton.
He rises again.
I'm not saying much. I'm just saying there's a pretty classic Volvo tractor, and I love that one. And you're gonna.
There we go. This clip, I'm gonna see that one a lot in the next few weeks.
Just make sure that Leakerton is still a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Great.
You have a reputation to keep.
I actually have no idea if we're going to talk about it on Saturday or not. To be honest with you.
We've talked about it.
I hope we do. Otherwise, I might be in a little bit of.
Why is my WhatsApp exploding?
But no, it actually really is really cool, and I hope we're going to talk about this on Saturday. It really is amazing. Back to modding, though.
That was epic.
When I started working at Giants, there was a very famous German mod crew called BM Modding. Do you guys remember these guys?
I remember them.
No, not so much.
They were quite famous for what they did, and they actually founded a company called Creative Mesh.
Yeah.
And we need to talk
Now
about
this is the
Creative
name I
Mesh
know,
right
of
now.
course.
Exactly. Because they did the Straw Harvest add-on back in the
Love
days.
that so much.
Straw Harvest, people should know.
It was so much fun, Straw Harvest. I love it.
And we got them back. We got them back to work on a new project, more or less. They create a new third-party DLC, what we call a third-party DLC, because it's not developed by Giants.
Yeah.
Which means that we are basically publishing it for them, and it is for our game, but it is not a Giants DLC per se. So for that reason, however, we need to give that tiny disclaimer. It won't be in the season pass. Because it is not a Giants product.
Yeah.
So it can't be in the season pass, but it is coming, and its name is
Pumps and Hoses.
Yes, it's Pumps and Hoses.
You had something like more
I wanted to
German.
make a little bit of a joke about that. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. But well, it's worked much better than that. Pumps and Hoses.
I think this is a kind of monumental moment for Giants because, of course, when we announced that we were going to start self-publishing
what's this hose system?
Farming Simulator, our community and fans were starting to be like, well, what does this mean for Giants going forward now? It means a lot of things, and this is one of them. I mean, it's really cool to be able to say, like, here is a DLC that we're publishing, but Creative Mesh are developing it, and if you're a modder out
So is it going to be a
like,
paid
this should be
DLC?
exciting for you, especially.
Absolutely
too.
Absolutely should. And
because they're talking about it being outside the season pass.
well.
Right.
And they will be here on Saturday.
So it's a
they will
third-party
talk about
DLC.
Pumps and Hoses on the Farmcon stage. But they also sent us a tiny video, or prepared a tiny video with us to give you guys out there an idea. I mean, the name pretty much gives it away already. But we have a video that will explain to you guys what Pumps and Hoses is all about. Enjoy.
Hello everyone and welcome to our contribution of the pre-FarmCon live event. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Frederick and I'm one of the founders of Creative Mesh. What is Creative Mesh, you might ask? Some of you might have heard the name from one of our free Farming Simulator 22 projects,
Straw Harvest
but I'm
was
sure
awesome.
that many of you remember one of our biggest projects so far, the Straw Harvest add-on. Back in the times of Farming Simulator 17, we developed Straw Harvest as an add-on and then later published the add-on as a free content for Farming Simulator 19. However, today we are not here to talk about old projects, but to announce a new major in cooperation with Giant Software. So let's see what we've been up to in the past by joining our 3D artist Vincent when he was working on the 3D model of one of the main tools of our project. What might that be? It looks like a liquid manure injector, and yes, that's what it is. So it will be something around liquid manure application, and we will go further by joining Stein, working on the code for the tools as we focus on a very special procedure of applying liquid manure, as you might have already figured out. With new tools, machinery, and a completely new procedure of manure application added to Farming Simulator 22, we work closely with the brands involved, like you can see here, and we visited Schouten in the Netherlands. They're really a great company to partner up with. We had some meetings where we presented the current development state and discussed all the details to create a detailed and very realistic package around umbilical systems. Let's jump into Farming Simulator so that I can give you a quick demo of how all this looks like in the game.
Yeah, Draco's fruity.
So over here we can see the PU300 from Schouten, which is an umbilical system pump, and next to it we see a large liquid manure tanker, and we see that both of them are standing not on the field but next to the field.
He's playing this on keyboard.
So here only the tool for the application is attached to the tractor on the field, and the pump we can see over there in the distance, and both units are connected via a hose.
Wonder how the physics is going to be like on those
You can
hoses.
see that manure is applied to the field from the pump next to the tanker through the hose that we can see over here, and right to the back of the injector.
Cool.
That's proper cool, yeah.
And that's basically how the umbilical system works. And now when we want to change the direction,
don't drop it down until the pipe's moved out of the way.
Lift it up.
Oh, it moves. Okay, clever.
Do a tight turn. See some really nice animations over here. And then when we go back into the straight, you see how all the different moving parts act to each other. And we can continue to apply our liquid manure on the field. But that's it for now. However,
Tim's in my
FarmCon
chat, he'll be
22 in
freaking
Mannheim,
out
I
about
do a
those cats.
presentation on Saturday and go into the details of how the different mechanics
It's not
work
me,
with
Tim.
each other.
That
and of
is
course,
cool.
That is very
what
cool.
machinery will be included in the pumps and hoses pack. See you there.
What's probably more exciting for me is, one, having it September 27th. Two, seeing what other modders are doing with it.
How cool was that, guys? I mean, not only is it a big moment in the fact that Creative Mesh is bringing this in, but the actual technology.
I kind of hope we just get standard hoses as well, that we
with
can
like
connect
the
liquid fertilizer to stuff
manure
and things like
application
that.
system or
Cool
drag
looking,
line
Yeah,
application
just the
system.
fact that they're rollable
This is
hoses
something
and
you see a
that's
lot in real
big
life
long ones.
agriculture used, and I know when I use slurry in the game, especially in manure as well, like it runs out so fast. So being able to stay out there longer and be able to get your fields done, and it's really cool. And the chat seemed to love that too.
Yeah, and they put a lot of effort into this, right? It's not only about the pumps and the hoses. It's about so many things. Like the biogas plant and everything. There are so many cool things coming with this third-party DLC.
Yeah, there's more to show off. Like that moment, if you love that, like there's more to come as well. Yeah. And the biogas plants and the way that they work is going to be really cool to show off
and
too.
You can already pre-order it as of this moment.
Right.
Pre-order just started. It's $17.99 if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
It should be $17.99. And it is, as I said, it's on our website already. If you are a partner out there, the partner links might not be there yet because we are still sitting here. This is live.
I'm not going over there to my laptop to fix that.
We absolutely can't set them up now.
But it's when you compare it to season pass.
Minutes after this show is done, basically, you're gonna see the links popping up. And I think this is super cool. Creative Mesh, of course, they will be here. They arrive tomorrow, and they will be here on Saturday to talk about.
Geez, they're gonna have nothing left for Saturday.
hoses and whatever you want to talk about with Creative Mesh.
Yeah.
One more announcement, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we, as giants, haven't told anyone about our third DLC. That doesn't mean that no one has told the people out there.
To be fair, some people might not yet know.
Some people might not yet know. That's why we're still talking about it.
So let's lift the curtain officially. Let's show people what we're having in
let's
store.
show people what we have.
I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah.
You did?
Oh, is it Cadet? This is out already. Cadet saying it's already in Modhub.
He's saying it's on the website too. Probably just being revealed, is it?
Ah, right. Oh,
There's enough. There's enough. Put the links on the website.
Out on my birthday.
There we are.
Yeah.
Premiere.
It's important to remind people that that is part of the season pass because we
It
just showed off pumps and
part
hoses.
of it.
Yeah.
It is the third DLC.
Yeah.
It is available for pre-order as well already if you don't own the season pass. It's $7.99 when it comes out, but at the moment if you pre-order it, you get it for $6.99, I believe.
Right.
So you can totally go out there and pre-order it if you want to, and if you own the season pass, it's included.
Yeah, and that self-propelled baler. so
It
cool.
looks so nice,
doesn't it?
I'm a big fan of balers anyway, and
Right.
now it's self-propelled, and that's like.
It is really cool.
I
Right.
want to put a flat in the backside or something and just, go all over.
So yeah,
Anyway.
for you out there, it's not the video Giants doesn't want you to see, like some people phrased it. It is the video that came out too early, and now it is officially here. So if you try to upload it, you might have gotten hit by our detection team.
Right.
This is over. You can talk about Vimeo, of course, now that it is officially announced. Right.
I love that even though it was out there, it was leaked, there were still some people who were like, remember guys, Giants didn't tell us this was out here. And it's important to remember that it looked official and it ended up being official, but until we say it, err on the side of
We have a
caution.
really
for
cool
sure.
community in that regard. So
Right.
shout out to you all. You're amazing.
Yeah, there are so many people who create things also and pretend it's officially Giant. So be careful still. If you can't
Right.
find it on our website,
And I have
it might not
seen
be
some
there.
fakes that were like, hold on.
Yeah, the very first DLC announcement I've ever seen that wasn't from us was Kubota, and it took us another 2 games to get them into the game. So that was back in 17.
I heard that story.
basically.
That was
So
great.
I'd say there was a lot of exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things to
Don't
talk
even-
about.
you don't even need to
at
go to
FarmCon.
FarmCon.
I mean, this is just like one
there's
very
anything left to see.
jam-packed
No.
hour of stuff at FarmCon, and then we have all day Saturday with like so much more, some deep dives, some further information for everybody.
And
I
like
will try
when
and
you're
get
here,
an
you
exclusive
can
with the
just
pumps and
walk
hoses
around,
boys.
and if you want to talk to the
Yeah.
creative mesh guys about pumps or hoses or anything,
Did they say
pumps and hoses
Description says 30 plus,
accessories,
please.
Yeah,
then you can just
that's a
do
big
that.
pack there.
And yeah,
Yeah, and also we are here, of course. Our developers are here. Our QA team will be here. Marketing will be here. Publishing will be here. Some of the artists will be here. And, of course, a lot of content creators will be here. We
Right.
have content creators from all around the world joining us for FarmCon on Saturday. Unfortunately, Virtual Farmer couldn't make it. Get well, my friend.
Yes.
It's super sad because we knew you wanted to come over.
Yay!
We were
So excited.
It is a big loss.
Yeah.
But we do have DJ Goham here. For the English
Yeah.
community, we
I
do
feel
have FarmSim Guy, right, for the English community. Who
Yeah,
else is
he's
coming?
coming.
Farmer
Farmer
Cop
Cop, yeah.
is coming.
Yeah.
And for the German community, we're gonna have Nplay, Ansgar. We're gonna have McManus, Sachse, Werner, so the Burning Gamers, Humer, Nieschen, Denise, and many, many more. So a lot of content creators will be here. It will just be a 2-day party going on, basically.
I want to give a special shout out to the one fan who is coming here who rides more than 100 kilometers by bike.
Yes,
What
there's one guy.
dedication.
there's
Is it
one
an
guy
announcement
who
for
sent us
With
a
a
FarmSim Guy?
tent.
You can do more than
Yeah,
100
with a
k's
tent
by
on his
bike.
back.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's
Not anymore.
It's insane.
Shout
dude.
out. Amazing.
We can't wait for you to make it to FarmCon, and of course for everyone else. There are some spare tickets, not that many. I
Yeah.
think when we started this show, there were like 20 left or something.
Right.
So if you can
not
still
a
make
lot.
it to Mannheim,
Wow.
you might want to think about it, because everything you've seen today, compressed to an hour, will be all Saturday, all Sunday.
There's
We're
a
gonna
lot
talk about
more to
all
still
these
see,
things.
although.
Yeah. And if you can't make it, maybe because you live far away, we're gonna stream this. Us three, we're gonna guide you guys through the entirety of Saturday, starting Saturday morning, 10 a.m. German time, and we will be here all FarmCon on Saturday until
Time
we
set
do
for
the
me,
meet and
like,
greet, basically, because
11
FarmCon at
PM
one
or something.
point will end for the presentation part, and then the Giants employees will just meet with everyone, have a nice evening of sausage and beer or whatever that is in Germany. I guess it will be sausage and beer. And that won't be streamed, of course. But up until this point, it will be us, and we're going to bring in all the content creators, have a discussion with them. We will read the chat, of course, and try to answer your questions if we can.
Right.
It won't be that easy, but we do have the presentations out there. And I'd say until then, that's it for the kickoff.
Right.
FarmCon is
It was a
officially
good kickoff,
started.
wasn't
That was
it?
a heck of a kickoff.
It was a heck of a
I
kickoff.
mean,
we kicked.
So many awesome things. I mean, I think DJ actually earlier in this week said, you told me at the beginning of this year that you guys had a lot of stuff that was still to come, and here it is now.
And we are not stopping. Like,
right.
this it is for now.
Right,
But,
yeah.
Farming Simulator 22 is still a pretty new game. We have a lot of things coming, and it will be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time.
So, guys, we have one more video to share, because we need to talk about the esport part of Farming Simulator, the FSL, and that will be our goodbye video pretty much for today, because We will now make sure that everything is nice and dandy for FarmCon on Saturday. People behind us, you can't see it, but people behind us are still building the stage and everything, getting everything ready. There is still a lot of work to do. We're gonna do it, and then we're gonna give some German food to Mr. Kermit and Mr. DJ and see what happens. And then we're gonna see you guys on Saturday. Until then, we see you at FarmCon.
How do you
Bye.
get a team into FarmSim League, Args?
You gotta go through there. You just submit it basically.
Yeah. Looking at that, I reckon I could do.
I've watched quite a bit of it on when they stream it. It's on a Sunday evening, Saturday evening. There's heaps you can't do. It's all keyboard and mouse. You can't tab between vehicles, so if you want to swap something, you have to run. You can't unload. You have to be in your vehicle when it's unloading, so you can't like just leave that unloading.
Looks a riot.
Does look like a bit of fun. I mean, yeah, they're showing you the best parts.
I reckon we should put a team together from the community.
Put a community team together.
There we go.
Launch failed.
Right, I'm going to turn that volume down. There we go, folks. That was interesting. Enjoy that, Args?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Obviously, what are my main takeaways? Pumps and hoses. How many times is someone going to say pumps and hose? By the way, it's a little bit unfortunate. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That wasn't what I was expecting. I thought perhaps Creative Mesh had done the Vermeer.
Yeah,
because
that's what I thought.
A lot of people had drawn the conclusion that there was a photo of the self-propelled baler on the same angle as that sort of grayed out image they had.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. The new map, and that has some interesting looking features I'm keen to see more of.
It does, yeah. I think still the thing stands, a lot of people are just not that into logging, are they? But
no, that's right.
Nice.
Yeah, logging's always going to be a tough sell, people. But I think maybe some of the production chains and the things that they might bring in could encourage others to get into it a bit more.
It's going to be interesting.
But I like some of the physics, like just like I've used a few skid loaders, and it's hard to keep the logs in the grab. So the way those held in there, maybe they've improved it. Pretty cool.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, the old John Deere as well. That looked quite nice, wasn't it? A nice little pack there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think Giants have done really well with their free DLCs so far. You know, the things that they brought to the game, AGI, precision farming, and just those little extras. You bring all the Kverneland DLC from last game back through, and nice little surprises.
Yeah, no, there's some good stuff in there. Actually, more. Yeah, there's a lot coming, I suppose. Some of it's quite expensive, but there we go. People are working hard, right?
That's right, and you just have to tune into your favourite streamers who might do some giveaways on it. You never know.
I'm pretty sure there will be some giveaways going on. And it looks like there's going to be a few new partner links going out as well. So
indeed.
There we go.
Indeed. So,
well, I am going to go and try and find out what's happening to my flights.
Yeah, that's probably an important thing to do. What did you figure out last time, though, that calling them around late at night your time was a good time to get hold of their call centre?
Yes, because I think there may be quite a lot of people phoning them a lot of the time. So I'll just have to wait and see.
Fingers crossed, mate. It's a bit shame if you miss out on your factory tour, but hopefully you can still...
That's gone already.
Yeah.
That's sailed. That ship has sailed. But hopefully I don't miss any of FarmCon.
And at least you've got the contacts and you get the chance to go to Mannheim again.
Well, exactly. The door has been opened now, so we'll maybe redo it in the future. You never know. We shall see. But appreciate you joining me, Args. That was great.
Yeah.
Early and doing
nice little impromptu stream.
And thanks to everybody for watching.
And we've got no man's land this weekend, do we? Because we're out of town.
I'm out of town. I think you're away as well. You're having a
I'll be back.
Weekend away.
I have got a weekend away. I'll be back Sunday night. But
right.
Weekend out of town, so no live stream.
No, I may never come back.
You might not.
or or I may never have left, so we might be able to do it
if
in
there's,
Lapland.
if there's anyone in chat who lives close to Mannheim, give FSG a message. He might need some accommodation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, mate. I
Okay,
will
mate.
enjoy.
Take
Look
care.
forward to seeing what you bring back from FarmCon, and have a nice weekend. Safe travels.
Yeah. Take care. Cheers, dude.
And
Bye-bye.
everyone in chat who I've neglected, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next time. All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for those of you who've been in stream. Sorry I haven't really had a chance to respond to you. I have seen all your messages. Appreciate all of the chat and things. It's good and nice to have you here, Jeremy. You've been in there a lot. GTA 5, Officer Jones. Good to have you as well. But everyone else, Anzac, saw you there as well. Nice to have you here, Derek. Awesome to see you guys. So live, like I said, no live stream this weekend. We are out of town. But otherwise, we'll catch up with you sometime again and get back to some more normality. So, have a nice evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is in your part of the world. Have a safe weekend and we'll catch you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.